Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So David Schwartz responds after a big Bitcoin investor warns that a wrecking ball is coming for the leading cryptocurrency, meaning Bitcoin. So David Schwartz responding to Bitcoin price warning from BTC investor and podcast host Brad Mills. Okay, this was happening on Twitter, guys. For those of you guys who did not catch it, it is now being reported by the Daily Hodl. They are saying the cryptocurrency markets have rallied over the past 2 days, with Bitcoin rising from about 5,300 to about 6,100 at the time of publishing. But despite the uptick, Mills says data from prior crashes suggest a major pullback in traditional markets is coming, one that will take another wrecking ball to Bitcoin. And so I know you guys were getting excited about this pump that we were seeing. Let me just put it on the Bitcoin chart for a second here. We were seeing a bit of a pump over the last day or so. I should put it on the hourly to show you guys. Okay, so with crypto, we were seeing Bitcoin pump a bit, and now we're seeing it trending down. We're trading right now at about 5,984. XRP is showing us the same kind of pattern here. Of course, all the other cryptos are following Bitcoin at this point. So here we have it from CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin down 11.32, Ethereum down 13.52, and XRP down 9.68. More red for the crypto space, and this is exactly what he's talking about here. Let me go back to this. If you have not taken your money off the table yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Monday is not going to look good. Likely all three circuit breakers will be hit sometime soon. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this opinion. If you haven't taken your money off the table yet now, you probably should. If you're down in your investment, think about it for a second. If you're down in your investment 30% and you need the money to pay bills, to get groceries, to do whatever you need to do, then yes, I would suggest you do this. However, market cycles come and go, folks. And if you have done the right thing, if you have locked away less than you can afford to lose, or rather less than you can afford to have locked away for a period of time, then you're in a good position, especially if you have cash on the table, because you can add to that position, cost average down, so in fact you have more cryptocurrency at a lower price, and then once the market surges again, you will be richer than you thought you were going to be last week. Okay, you've added more to your position, you've cost average down, and it will happen quicker as well, because once you cost average down, it takes a lot less for you to make money. So yes, Bitcoin is going to get wrecked badly once more before this is all over, thinking of selling some more. But in response, David Schwartz questions whether taking money off the table is a futile response given potential weakness in bonds and the Forex market. And David Schwartz brings up a very good point. If you take it off the table, where do you put it? Bond funds are also risky. Money markets may break the buck. Are banks even safe? Mills says he thinks investors should hold large cash positions, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I wouldn't take the cash out of the market to hold that as cash if you're down on your investment, but anything you have to spare, save. If you are still making a paycheck right now, save it up. Spend as little as you need to, guys. Everything's closed anyway. I don't understand how people couldn't save if they are still making an income. Nothing's open, at least not in my city. Well, very, very few places are open. You get my point, I hope. In the original tweet, this chart here was posted, and I thought this was interesting to take a look at. So this is the S&P 500 crashes, cumulative percentage decline relative to the peak. And you guys can see in 2000, there's some line graphs here depicting where it all went. So 2000 was over here, if you guys are looking at the screen, 1973, 1980, 2007. And so the sharper the decline, the closer it will be in towards the left of the chart. So on the bottom here, we have days into the crash. And you guys can see here, 2020, the sharpest we've seen so far. And guys, I've shown this on the chart in the past, and I just want to show you guys again real quick here. S&P 500 on the daily. Let's go back to the last crash of 2008, because I think it is really important to give you guys some perspective of where we were in 2008. That was the last crash that a lot of us had witnessed. Maybe some of us were even too young to witness that. But guys, look at this. Peak of the crash here starting in October 2007, went all the way down here to March 2009, and that represented about 57%. It was a 57% crash over about 17 to 18 months. Okay, now let's go back to the future. Well, not back to the future. You know what I mean. We're not taking a DeLorean here. Okay, let's go back here to present day, and we take the top of the peak here, February 2020, all the way to the bottom. And guys, we have already seen a crash of about 32% since February. since February 20th, 2020. This is 1 month. This is 4 weeks in, and we've already seen 32%. Now, in the last crash of 2008, it was 57% over 17 months, and we've already seen 32% over 4 weeks. It shows you how significant this is going to be, and I think likely this is going to continue, and this is what they're talking about. So with regards to your investments, the takeaway, have cash on the side. And wait, do not try and catch a falling knife, as they say. This will eventually subside, and then once we've hit a nice little bottom, and guys, I will let you know when I think that is, you'll be able to dump some money in the market, and that's when the serious gains will be made. I saw this from King Solomon at XRP_owl on Twitter. Central Bank of Ghana waives fees for less than USD 18 mobile money transfers. So mobile money transfers under 18 US dollars, they are just waiving fees. The Central Bank of Ghana has said all mobile money transfers of 18 US dollars or less will attract no charges from service providers for the next 3 months, given the current circumstances. The bank has also increased mobile money daily limits and doubled the amount digital wallets can hold. Now, this is interesting because we are starting to see a new trend. Because of the economic collapse, a lot of people are saying that the unbanked are the most vulnerable, which I agree with, and a lot of these companies are starting to waive fees, and I'm not saying that they are already using Ripple and or XRP to leverage liquidity. However, they might be forced to if this goes on any longer. Let me just go here to this this tweet here from Crypto Knight at crypto_night on Twitter with a 0 and a 1 for the O and the I. Anyway, I will link this tweet in the description. This from United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, okay? This from 2 days ago. Let me play you this clip here and just listen to what he has to say.
Remittances are a lifeline in the developing world, especially now. Countries have already committed to reduce remittance fees to 3%, much below the current average levels. The crisis requires us to go further, getting as close to zero as possible. In addition, G20 leaders have taken steps to protect their own citizens and economies by waiving interest payments. We must apply the same logic to the most vulnerable countries in our global village and alleviate their debt burden. Across the board, we need a commitment to ensure adequate financial facilities to support countries in difficulties.
All right, so there you have it. The world is committing to helping their citizens be able to still transfer money, because money is the lifeblood of our society, whether you like it or not. And right now it's very difficult to transfer money. And so a lot of countries are taking initiatives, as mentioned here by Guterres. And so what does this mean? What are they going to do? Right now, I'm sure a lot of these countries are using Band-Aid solutions to drop remittance fees and to, in fact, lower those barriers so that their citizens are able to conduct business. Now, there is a solution. And up until, a week or two ago, before the sky started falling, all we were talking about was cryptocurrency regulation, when it's going to come to pass, how it's going to come to pass, how this is all going to be rolled out. And now we're struck with this, the beer flu, creating worldwide panic and unprecedented market crashes. I never saw this coming, and I don't think you guys did either. I think this could usher in a new era for the financial system, getting rid of the old and ushering in the new. And of course, we will be using cryptocurrency to do this. And of course, Ripple at the forefront. And this is what XRP was created for, folks. I just didn't think it would come about in this way. Another tweet here, originally tweeted by Michelle Schlen6 on Twitter. Okay, so thanks so much, Michelle, for posting this. She retweeted this here from Ronin Lifestyle 802. And this clip here, it starts at about 3:40, I'd say. This guy here is Bo Polney. He's a gold and Bitcoin forecast analyst. And he talks about, I'm not going to play it for copyright restrictions, but he talks about how we are essentially doing just that. Getting rid of an old system, and we're going to be ushering in a new system. The whole video is 23 minutes long approximately. I will link it in the description for those of you guys interested to watch it. He has some interesting things to say. The old system wasn't working, and Donald Trump was even mentioning this too. The old system wasn't working, and we are looking to usher in something brand new, and we're seeing it here. Lowering remittance fees, a Band-Aid solution where some of these companies are going to take a hit What is the real long-term solution? Ripple and XRP. Same thing here with Antonio Guterres mentioning all these countries are looking to make it affordable for their citizens to still conduct business, to send remittances. And they are looking to drop fees as close to zero as possible. Band-Aid solution? Maybe taking a hit right now. Long-term solution? Ripple and XRP. We're also seeing analysts talk about this for a broader scale. Thank goodness there is already a solution that exists. Ripple and XRP to source that liquidity. And guys, Anders Lundberg here on Twitter. In a way, we're plumbers. Says Brad Garlinghouse, you don't call the plumber until the pipes break. And it's looking like that is exactly what's happening now. The pipes are breaking. The system is collapsing. Brad Garlinghouse even realizes that this is a very, very good opportunity for Ripple. And if anything was going to fast track cryptocurrency regulation, I don't think that I would put my money on anything other than this unprecedented financial collapse. Guys, I just wanted to bring this up too. Right now, Ledger is doing a 3-pack. So for those of you guys who still want a Ledger, you can now get 3 for a discount. You can save about 16% on the Ledger Nano X. Or if you wanted to get the S, you can save about 27%. So bulk packs, right? If you guys want one and a backup, want to give one to a family member or a friend who might have got into crypto, this is the time to do it. Guys, I do have an affiliate link in the description. You do not have to use my affiliate link. I just want to mention that because I have a feeling a lot of people are worried right now about the exchanges keeping your crypto on the exchange. And if there were any time to be worried not to instill fear, it would be now, because people are panicking, trying to get liquid, trying to get their money out. And we have already heard of lockdowns on certain exchanges, people trying to get their money out. And, it's just the volume of people that is causing a lot of this problem. So again, I got the affiliate link in the description. You can use it if you want. You do not have to. Guys, this from Real XRP Boy on Twitter @boy_XRP. Friendly reminder from Joel Katz. And we got to remember this. This is almost from a year ago now. And this is when people were still doubting XRP. But let's take what he was saying then and apply it to the circumstances today, okay? David Schwartz says we can't guarantee what other people will do. They will use XRP if it works better, and they won't if it doesn't. We are not trying to trick or coerce people into using XRP, even where it isn't the best choice. The case for XRP comes down to the following. 1, payment systems work best with bridge assets to focus liquidity. 2, there are good reasons to expect a cryptocurrency to be the most popular bridge asset. And 3, there are good reasons to expect that cryptocurrency to be XRP. Short reasons for those things. Number 1, open decentralized payments will have lots and lots of assets, including national currencies of all kinds and cryptos. A significant fraction of payments will be among assets that aren't the most popular. Using intermediary assets to settle those payments concentrates liquidity and reduces spreads. Number 2, national currencies are always tied to jurisdictions and can't be universal. Systems built around them will never be as open and inclusive as systems that aren't. And 3, XRP settles faster than any other major crypto. It has higher transaction rates than most major cryptos. It is beat by others only by the amount of liquidity available today. And this was, again, written about a year ago now. And most importantly, XRP has a company that is devoted to making sure XRP succeeds for this specific use case, namely Ripple, guys. So think about it for a second. This again, David Schwartz writing it a year ago. This is what XRP was created for, a liquidity crisis. The sky is falling. The ability to make payments seamlessly and instantly, no matter how exotic the corridors are. And it's not just the United States. It's not just North America. It's not just Europe. It's not just Asia. Right now, the whole world is in crisis, and we need a worldwide solution. Who's ready to put their money on Ripple and XRP? I know I am, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.